G'day everyone and welcome back to the shop. A little bit of a different job for you today. I'm going to be using my CNC milling machine. Now I won't show you the ins and outs of how I did the program, I'll just show you the machining side of things. I'll actually post that on my other channel. So this is a little plate and it's for a valve for open and shut, and it's once again it's for a vintage engine, and one of my viewers requested that I make it for them, so hopefully they'll be happy with it. So what I'll do now, I'll take you over to the machine and show you what's going on. I've brought you over to my CNC milling controller here. Now this is a LNC, a Taiwanese made CNC controller. I'm going to run it in the graph setting just to give you guys an idea of what it is I'm making today. Here we go. So this will simulate the G code, and this is just some little engraving work done. Now you can see here that I'm engraving this with a spot drill of all things. Then I'll drop in with a 3mm end mill and bore out that hole, and then do a ramping profile around the outside to clean it up. So here's the material I'm using today. It's just a little bit of scrap I had lying around. It's a little bit of 3mm, 50 by 50 by 3mm thick aluminium plate. Now the work holding today is going to be used purely by double-sided tape. So I've got ultra thin double-sided tape here, 2 layers. So I'll stick this on. Now off camera I've surfaced this little bit of aluminium and I've cleaned it with acetone. Now to get a little bit more pressure on this, I'm just going to use my clamp and just try and clamp down on that. I'll just leave this for a minute and then I'll take it off, and that double-sided tape will really hold that part down. I need to locate the center of the part. My work coordinate system, I'll be telling the machine that center will be my X0, my Y0, and I need somewhere to set my Z0 as well. So just to do this, I'm not going to go overboard, just going to diagonal lines to find the center. I'll just mark that with a Sharpie. I'll call up a tool change now. Now that I've got a blank spindle there, I can put my hammer probe in. Now it's just a matter of jogging down. I've now found it. I can now set my machine. Let's hit cycle start and get this program underway. Rightio, the CNC machine has finished running. I'll take in for a closer look. And there's our little tag for this 100-year-old vintage engine. We've got open and shut there. The font probably isn't the right period, you know, the font for that style, for that type of year. But anyway, it's close enough. I'll show you over here the controller. And it's hard to believe, like, I ran that very slow, very conservatively, because I didn't want to rip that tape off the bed, but it was an 8-minute cycle time. Well, I hope you found that entertaining today. It's finished. It's only a very tiny part, and you can see how it would have been very tricky and very hard to hold, apart from using double-sided tape or super glue or something like that. Look, overall I'm happy with it. Usually with a CNC program like that, I'd drop in and chamfer and break all those edges. With so little holding it left, I didn't want to run the risk of my chamfer tool pushing that part out of the way and wrecking it, so I left it. The customer, if he wants to take off some sharp edges, they're more than welcome, they can do. Now I made 2 of these. One was for Wayne, one was for Jim. So that one will be sent to Jim in the mail. Now this week, guys, I've got a shed sticker, and it's from Stuart. And Stuart writes to me all the way from the USA. He puts here, greetings, please find enclosed a channel sticker. Thank you for your interest and perhaps subscribing to my channel. You should wish to. Wish you all the best of health and happiness from Shedland. May your dimensions always be in tolerance and your surface finish is chatter-free. That's a great one there, mate. Good on you, buddy. So look, thank you, Stuart. Mate, I'll get that up on the board and I'll show it in some upcoming videos or something like that, buddy. I'm just shooting on my iPhone at the moment. It was too hard to set it up over there. Alrighty, thank you guys. I'll see you next time on the Aaron Engineering channel. Bye for now.